Ball fans, welcome to another episode of NBA Central. I am your host, Big Bro, Big Kevin. We got the co-host on the other side, Big Steve-O Speaks in the building. What up, Steve-O?
What it is, gang?
Look, man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. This playoffs has been nothing less than entertaining. We're going to talk about what happened with the Golden State Warriors last night. Philadelphia 76ers trying to make it to the finals. They take one step closer, and we got three big games tonight. Teams hoping not to fall into 0-2 holes. We're going to talk about all of that right after the intro.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.
Steve-O, we're going to jump right into it, man. We're going to start with the late game, the Golden State Warriors. Road woes continue, bro. They lose game 2, a game that they absolutely had to win in Sacramento. They lose game 2, and of course, Draymond was ejected for stepping on Sabonis' chest. But let's talk about the game first, and then we're going to get into the situation with Draymond and Sabonis.
Facts, man. Like as you said, it was a good game, bro. Like I said, I knew they was gonna come into this series not scared, and I knew like it was gonna be a pretty much of a dog fight. But this game, it was a dog fight for the majority of the part. But the momentum was just on their side. They was at home. They was playing great basketball. They was, as we know, Golden State has been having a bad turnover problem as of late. A very
Mm-hmm.
bad turnover problem, and this is just the wrong team to do that with. They're athletic, they fast, they quick, and they look for steals, and that's one thing they good at. So they got a lot of steals last night, and it helped them out. And they shot well, they played well, they moved the ball. Sabonis had his best game so far of this series. Even though a lot of stuff happened that night, but he did play well with 24 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 8 for 12. Did his thing. De'Aaron, he had a little bit of struggles. Kerr put a pretty good game plan around him and to frustrate him a bit. You know, he didn't shoot as well. Shot I think 10 for 23. So, but he got his 23 points and he made plays when it was necessary. And
Definitely made some key plays. What up, Jacob Hone? We see you, Brody. He say,
was
what up,
good.
Phonem and Phonem. That's the King Scary AF. And he right about that. And we see you, brother. We got you on the mod situation. We'll take care of that.
Bro.
Man, you had the Kings. The Golden State started off pretty decent. I think they were up like 23-16 at the end of the first quarter. Then pretty much after that, the Kings took over. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. What's that? 6 or 7? 1, 2, 3, 7.
7.
7 players. No, 6 players in double figures. And that right there just shows that they know how to move that ball. Alex Lynn has been showing that he coming to play as well. Even though he didn't
Facts.
put up many points, he's been effective. I mean, you just seeing the Kings, they definitely not scared. And in fact, they are scary, just like homie just said, Jacob Capone just said. And then on the other side, you had Steph Curry. He did what he does, 5 for 10 from 3. Actually, no, 3 for 13 from 3, 9 for 21 from the field. So like that was a struggle from Curry. If Curry's not hitting 5 or more threes, the Golden State Warriors are going to have a hard time winning basketball games. He just wasn't efficient last night.
Yeah, it was very or it's very rare that like I at one point I feel like Mike Brown put in a game plan to like not let him get to the hole at all. So it was like almost daring, like, yeah, you gonna have to shoot. You gonna have to beat Steph Curry to beat us tonight. And
Listen, and they had 20 turnovers, Steve-O. 20.
bro, bro, that pick they had that pick and roll, bro. That's how you know you got a great defensive team. That pick and roll defense was on lock. They was communicating. The help was there. The help was on the right side. They wasn't guessing. They was talking like that. That was a good. That's the type of basketball I like. I like watching good defensive like possessions in games. I love stuff like that.
And speaking of good defense, Ease Instruments, what's up, my guy? He said, what's good, gentlemen? He says that, dude, I saw some highlights of the Kings and Golden State, dude. They are holding Golden State down with some massive defense. F. Draymond Green. We're going to jump right into that, man. Listen, Draymond and Sabonis got into last night. You see Draymond right here looking like a villain, looking like a
Oh, bro. People of
looking
the
like
world. Oh, bro.
looking like a Disney villain, really. Like he's gonna break out into song real
Oh,
quick.
bro.
And then if
Evil
you want to
spell.
kind of if you want to see a little bit of it, look at Sabonis acting like he dying. Look
Oh,
at him.
bro.
Ah!
No! Look at that.
Looking like a 90s villain from a Die Hard
Oh,
movie
bro.
or something. You
Like he
bogus.
just got popped. Good Lord.
Real
Come
talk.
on,
So
bro.
if you're not familiar with the situation, we're not gonna show the video, but late in the
Yeah.
game, the Golden State Warriors were making a comeback bid, trying to knock these young guys off. And there was a rebound situation in which Sabonis fell on the floor, and Draymond Green was trying to go back to the other side to play offense, I believe, right? And
Yep.
then Sabonis grabs Draymond's leg, and Draymond stomped on him like they was at the county jail. Like, get up off me, nigga. You don't know me. Like, you don't know me like that.
Right. Like,
But
hey.
my thoughts real quick, Steve O, before you get into it, bro, is like obviously Sabonis was bogus for grabbing him like that. But I feel like cooler heads need to prevail. Draymond needs to do everything in his power to draw attention to that. Like maybe flop like he's want to do, like he's known to flop. Why not just as soon as he grabs your leg, fall onto the ground, flop, and get that man a technical, shoot the free throw, and keep it moving. I think taking that step onto his because it didn't look natural. Like if it looked like he pulled his leg down, it would have been one thing. But it's almost like Draymond had like a half a second to think about it. And he's like, "Get up off me, man. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, but I feel like, and I think that's what happens with things. Like as humans, we got to give people grace to understand. Like, ain't nobody's really gonna internalize the situation that quickly in
Yep.
the heat of a moment in a basketball game. Like, if somebody is sitting here, and it's not like he just had his arms around him. If you zoom in on the picture, if you zoom in and watch it slowly, his whole hand is like this
Yeah, he had
around
him
his
in a
ankle.
he had him in a headlock.
Like, yo, I would have probably stomped on you too, bro. Get off my ankle. What are you doing? You trying to get me hurt? Like, what? Don't do that. Like, so, like,
Yeah.
that's my thing. Like, both should have got like 2 more. Like, they both was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but two wrongs don't make a right. Y'all both should have got kicked out at that point. But good. I mean, like I said, we want to see cooler heads prevail. But like, I know everybody gonna get on Draymond about this, but like, come on now. If he didn't grab his leg, this wouldn't happen.
So we're gonna go into more detail about this Draymond and Sabonis situation on our daily episode right here on NBA Central. So make sure y'all
Facts.
be looking out for that. We're gonna have Bobby in the building. So man, that was it, man. The Sacramento take care of business at home. They light the
Hey,
beam
shout
once
out to
again.
Malik Monk, bro.
Oh man, I love that kid. I've loved him since Kentucky, bro. He was a dog in Kentucky. So yeah, man, that game right there. This 0-2 now. Golden State is going home where they've won thousands of games since the last 10 years.
Right.
So we go see if they can hold court, get some momentum, and then come back to Sacramento and try to get a win. Because that the only way they can win this series is by getting a road win. So before we get on to the next to the
I know
next
for a
subject.
fact that's C-Dub. I know for an absolute fact that is that's C-Dub.
Hold on, the comment section real quick. Jay Capone say the Kings might have the cheat code against the Warriors, all due to Mike Brown and young personnel. A couple of other guys came from the Warriors organization as well on that coaching staff. He's instrument busting up laughing. He say Draymond knows his time on the top is gone. It been gone, homie.
It's gone.
The most he could have done was get some like more defensive player of the year votes and things like that. But other than that, he ain't got
maybe one more All-Star game.
Yeah, he over with though. Is he up out of there? BLJ the General. Y'all see, homie, you salute. You do what he tell you. The Kings are fun to watch. Malik Monk needs to be drug tested for real. Hey, Malik Monk is what Dennis Smith Jr. hope he can be. You did. And then you got who is it? Draymond is a bacteria to the Golden State. You know what, man?
That bacteria got them 3 rings.
Four. And you know it's tough though, man. Like the last night's situation was definitely tough. I can see Dennis Rodman doing something like that, Andre Drummond doing something like that, Ron Artest doing something like that.
Yeah.
And you know Draymond has that personality, man. So get up off homie like that, man. You can't be grabbing him like that. And whoever that is, if it's C-Dub,
it's C-Dub.
If it's C-Dub, you know you at the YMCA, you trying to walk away, somebody grab your leg like that, bro. You gonna react a certain type of way.
You gonna C-Dub doing more than that.
You say BLJ Malik look like a super fiend.
And he definitely going walks by himself, bro.
Draymond Green is an underwear skid mark. Jeez. And we know it's C-Dub in the building. Y'all make sure y'all Follow the Shot Bulls podcast as well. So we moving right along. The first game of the night, the
Bro,
second topic, man, the Philadelphia 76ers use a strong second half to take a 2-0 lead versus Brooklyn. You had you had Maxey taking care of business, bro.
yeah.
Tyrese Maxey went out there and controlled the flow of the game, hit big shots, and overcame a strong first half from the Brooklyn Nets because the Brooklyn Nets looked like they was going to try to steal this game last night.
Yeah, but I think the main downfall of Brooklyn, it was really just Cam and Bridges. Nobody else showed up.
Nobody.
Like literally nobody else showed up. So they pretty much made it pretty much easy for Philly to do such. Harden had a down game like we all expected him
Man,
to do.
Harden was missing. He was crossing dudes over, step back, damn near airballing 15-footers.
Cause he huff as hell, but we ain't finna get into that. But like I said, like it didn't even matter. It didn't matter because nobody else showed up. Tyreek came to play, and B had like 15 rebounds at half. So
Mm-hmm.
like and also Tobias became to play. He had a double 20 and 12, like
Because honestly,
18 for 14. He played well.
Embiid and what's his name had an off game. Your boy, the one you love, James Harden.
I do not love him. I don't love him at all.
They
Not
both
even
had
kinda.
they both had off games, man. They combined for like 9 for 25 from the field. So Joel Embiid it seemed like he was kind of sick a little bit. He was only 6 for 11, only 11 shots, but he did have 19 boards and 7 assists, but he did also have 8 turnovers. So when they get to Brooklyn, they're gonna have to clean that type of stuff up because 19, 20 turnovers in a game on the road is a recipe for disaster. But I'm
I,
right here. I'm right here
I'm
with
just
BLJ. BLJ
yeah.
say Philly gonna get a gentleman's sweep, so that means that Brooklyn
It
might
might
get
just
one
be
win.
a sweep, bro. Cause like I said, bro, like like I remember I'm talking to P Kid in the Discord, and he was like, "Bro, oh, he got 15 rebounds at half." I'm like, "Bro, he the only center in the building."
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so, like bro, they don't have nobody. They just do not match up well against this team. Like talent and matchup, it's just bad all around. So unless they just everybody's on fire on Brooklyn, I don't see them winning the game.
yeah. That's true. That's true. So we got Philly up 2-0. We got Sacramento up 2-0. It was only 2 games in the NBA last night, but now we're gonna jump over to the 3 games that's taking place today, and we're gonna start with the
Bro,
first game. That's going well. It's 2 games starting pretty much at the same time, but we're gonna start with the
stupid,
championship hopefuls. The Boston Celtics are looking to put
I'm
Atlanta in
Batman.
a 0-2 hole. So the question of the day today, Steve O,
My
is
name's
which one
Jalen
of
Brown, and I'm Batman.
which one of these 3 teams tonight has a good chance of tying things up? We're gonna start with the Boston Celtics versus Atlanta. We know one thing. If we know one thing, the Boston Celtics definitely do not want to give Atlanta hope in this series. Who wins this game tonight, Steve O, and tell me why?
I just think Boston come. I think they just on a mission. They in business or tired. They coming in to win. They ain't coming in to play with these boys. Like they gonna they in a position where like usually most teams go out and be like, yeah, we gonna let Trey do what he do. Like they're in a position. Their team is so good and well put together where they can stop Trey. Like
Yep.
they can actually put a stop to a lot of things they have going on. They can stop the lob. They can stop the pick and roll. Hey, it took them Bogdanovich to even get close in that game the first times, and they still wasn't close. So it's like,
Yeah, they still was getting smacked. They were down by
yeah,
30 at one point, but you already know how the playoffs go. It's going to be adjustments made. I feel like Quinn is going to have those guys ready to play tonight.
you know,
Not necessarily that they're going to win, but it's not going to be what it was the other night.
hmm
Atlanta also just did not hit shots. Like they shot
facts.
horribly from the field, and I just don't see them missing as many shots as they missed the other night. So it should be a closer game, but I got the Celtics winning tonight at home.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree.
Hey,
That is
Eads,
this game, though.
Eads funny. He say, what he say? He say, I didn't see Philly. What did Ben Simmons do? He funny. And then Jacob Pone say, forget Philly and Maxi old static shock looking ass.
You
Hey,
stupid.
Jacob Pone says Boston sweep.
That
Yeah,
could
man.
possibly happen for
That's
sure.
definitely a possibility, man. But Atlanta got a lot of heart and a lot of experience. So hopefully they can make this series interesting. And then on to the next game. So we both got Boston winning tonight. Man, Cleveland, the Cleveland big men, they got to show some heart tonight.
That's why, bro.
Mobley and Allen looked like they were just shooketh in the
Yeah,
game one versus the
bro,
Knicks.
it's crazy. I was just about to go straight into that. 'Cause I was like, I feel like Cleveland got this tonight because I feel like they was completely off guard. Like I understand. Like we everybody know how Julius, how good he is, and how good he can be. But like sometimes you forget how physical he was, and he was very physical with both of them. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it just caught him off guard because I mean, and it's even though it shouldn't, but like it's playoff basketball, it's a different type of Randall. So he's gonna come in a little bit more physical. So I feel like, yeah, I just feel like, yeah, they gonna come in and win for sure. Like
This
they not losing twice in Cleveland, bro. They just
this
not.
so this is one of those series that I had going seven. As soon as I saw the
Yeah,
matchup, like they're
facts.
pretty evenly matched. You got great guard play, you got decent big man play, you got good coaching on both sides. And in order for this to go seven, Cleveland's going to have to win tonight. They cannot
Mhm,
afford to go down 0-2. We already know the numbers. It's like 80-90%. If you go down 0-2,
mhm.
you lose in the series. So at this point, Cleveland's going to have to bring it. And I don't see Mobley and Allen not showing up tonight, especially
Facts.
Mobley. Especially Mobley, because he definitely can stretch the floor. He can hit the long range. He can hit the mid range. He can go to the basket, get rebounds, get blocks. I expect him to go back to what he used to, and that's being a dominant big man in stretches. He should be able to take
Facts.
care of business tonight. I got Cleveland over the Knicks, but it's going to be a dog fight.
It's definitely gonna be a dog fight. This might be an overtime game.
It could be. Let's see what the game talking about. He said, bro said, shooketh. Yeah, they were. They
It
definitely
shook 'em.
were.
Bro. I don't know if y'all seen that clip, bro. It was a clip where they was somebody was shooting a free throw, and bro, Herando just all chest, and bro, I swear Evan flew. Evan was just like, bro, there ain't no foul. I'm like, no, boy, there ain't no foul. That's just a grown man. What you
You gotta
mean?
say it with your chest, Evan Mobley, my
Oh,
guy.
bro.
All right, so
That
we
man.
both got the Cleveland tying things up. So they clearly for the question of the day, Cleveland is one of those teams that we expect to
Yeah.
tie things up tonight. And man, I don't know if you expecting these guys to tie things up, but they better. The Phoenix Suns are looking at a must-win situation tonight. It's only game
Hmm.
two, but they have to win tonight. Because if they lose tonight, that pressure, boy, and they at home right now, right?
Ooh, yep.
Jesus, so you gotta go on the road and try to take two to even things up. You cannot afford to lose game two tonight versus Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clipper Dippers.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, staff and students, I want to let y'all know something. Y'all remember that time where a young man named Kevin Durant was playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
and they was up 3-0 in
Right,
the
right.
playoffs, right?
Okay.
And we all know what the world was saying.
What was the
Oh,
world
oh,
saying?
the world was saying, "Oh, Westbrook took over. Oh,
Westbrook.
Westbrook did that. He
Mm,
cost them the game."
mm,
But if you go back and watch that game, I don't see KD calling for the ball
mm.
in them final minutes.
Whoa.
Let alone the quarter. I don't see I don't see him demanding for the ball. I don't see him making plays. I don't see him in spots to even make plays, even to be in the right position to get hustle points. None of that.
Mm, mm.
What did we see the other night?
We saw the last 6.5 minutes of the game. Kevin Durant didn't even touch the ball.
He
That's
touched
what
the
we saw.
ball twice in the
Mm-hmm.
fourth quarter.
Yeah, yeah. That's not it.
That's why OKC lost that series. Lost 3 straight games to the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kevin Durant, if you're watching, young man, yes, you right there on the screen, 35 with Durant on it. You better touch that damn ball. You better screen for that ball.
Yes,
If I don't
yes.
see your ass yelling at Devin Booker and Chris Paul to feed you that ball, you should be in the post yelling for the ball like Vooch be doing.
Yes, and it's to his credit a little bit. Devin Booker was cooking, and I feel like they were kind of riding a hot hand in that first game. But Kevin Durant is always the hot hand. He steps on the court hot, and he definitely, based on all the stuff that has occurred over the last 4 or 5 years, leaving Golden State, going to Brooklyn, trying to carry them, stepping on that line by half an inch and losing versus the Bucks, leaving Brooklyn, forcing your way into Phoenix in order to have the best chance, you say, to have win a championship. My bad, y'all. To win a championship, uh, Kevin Durant, this is on you tonight, my guy. You
For
gotta
real,
step up. You gotta step up. And
cause
and,
like
and Chris Paul too, by the way. Chris
and
Paul,
Chris Paul
I
too,
need to see your best effort. I know you 40, but I need you to go out there and play your best basketball as well.
for sure. But like I said, KD, like you, I get it, feed the high hand, but when KD had, he damn near the best player we ever seen.
Oh, bro. I mean, he did have
So
almost a triple double. So
yeah, so like, bro, you need to grab the damn ball. Stop. I'm tired of you. This is your second time. This is two examples of you doing that shit.
mm-hmm.
And I'm not letting you off the hook. I ain't let you off the hook the first time. You know damn well I ain't finna let you off for the second time. I'm just bringing the eyes to everybody to you now. Everybody see it. It ain't people taking over. It ain't the game plan. It ain't the coaches. It's you.
All right. So the question of the day was which one of these teams, or if not all of them, have an opportunity, the best opportunity to tie things up. C Dub, I want to hear what you say. Y'all make sure y'all put in the
Bro.
comments who y'all got for these 3 games as well. I'm going with Phoenix because they have to win. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it's not because I think they're the better team, this, that, and the other. They have to win. This is another one. The 4-5 matchup is always tough. It's another one that I figure is going to go 7 games. I'm picking Phoenix to bounce back. KD with almost 40 points tonight to go ahead and tie things up for the Phoenix Suns.
I'm the same way. You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. KD, Devin, all y'all. And and first of all, and I can't even let y'all off the hook, Devin and Chris Paul. What was the
Yep.
last time we seen y'all doing in the playoffs?
Or DeAndre Ayton. And you know
Or
what?
DeAndre Ayton.
It's crazy to see how much Phoenix misses Cam Johnson and Miles Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're looking at those
There's
young
the glue.
guys, and they over there in Brooklyn doing their thing. Like Mikal Bridges already as he by far eclipsed how many 30-point games he scored in Phoenix. And,
Facts.
and Cam Johnson just killed last night, and especially in the first half. I think he had 28 overall, but
Yeah,
he had
28.
like 20 in the first half yesterday in the playoffs. So and they play defense on the
Mm-hmm.
perimeter, and that's kind of what's lacking in Phoenix right now. Defensively, they falling off, and they're just not looking good. So tonight they got to get that win. I don't care if they got to scratch, claw, bite, stump on people's chest. I don't know what they got to do.
Yeah, do something. But y'all cannot afford to go back to LA 2-0. I mean
Down
0-2.
2-0. Yep,
Because
down
it
2-0.
can't happen. It can't happen. It's hard to dig yourself out that grave. And y'all better not lose to no motherfucker without Paul.
Bro.
KD.
Listen, bro. And before we wrap it up, we about to wrap it up. Y'all checking out NBA Central. Make sure y'all follow all the NBA Central family. We're gonna get into all of that in a second. But
Bro.
how does the Clippers feel about playing well without Paul George? I feel like Damian Lillard needs to be looking to become a Clipper next season. That's just how I feel. Team him up with Kawhi Leonard, get Paul George up out of there. He can go on over to the Blazers, and we
Damn.
can see what that look like. I'm just saying. It's gonna have to take something. They can't just get Damian Lillard for nothing. So
Yeah.
it's gonna have to take something. But all right, we're gonna wrap it up, Steve. Oh man, this is always a pleasure. I look forward to doing this every morning. This is the
Bro.
NBA Central Prediction Show where we preview the games for tonight and review the games from last night. We appreciate you guys in the comment section. We are going to be checking out the games tonight just to see what's going to be happening, man. 3 big games tonight. You already heard who we picked. Make sure y'all put y'all picks in the comment section. Follow all the NBA Central family. That's Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Bears Central, Chicago Sky Central, Chicago White Sox, and Chicago Cubs Central. And then we also got the Cognac Gang Shy Bulls podcast. Y'all already know how we rock. daily content coming through all day long. Hit them notification bells so y'all can see what we talking about up in here. You dig? We gonna holler at y'all. Steve-O, you got anything?
Hey man, y'all just make sure y'all tune in. We got some content coming for sure.
Yes, sir. We gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the #1 place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the